I am your host, Fat Dag, and you're listening to Wise Advice. My weight loss journey failed when I focused on how. It wasn't until I switched my focus to why that I truly transformed myself. Go ahead and join the show on the web at fatdag.com. Follow along on Twitter at Wise Advice. Send me your comments, questions, and your celebrations, all to be included as part of the show. Hey, before we dive in, remember what we say: when you're out of points, stop eating points. Hey, I'm honored to be your wingman as we walk through this journey together because I believe in you. Hello there. Welcome to episode 27. We'll start off with the accountability piece like we normally do. Here we go. Started off at 177.6 on the scale. Normal BMI, rocking that. Had a great morning on the scale. And just exactly trending exactly how I thought it would be, just following the trend line, watching it go down. I got 5,800 steps today. That was all I did. Tracking no blue dot today. So actually, it's kind of interesting. I only ate 30 points today. I'm allotted 34. So I need to eat 1 point in order to get the blue dot, but I'm just not there. So I had some 0-point snack for dinner, and I just don't need to eat for the sake of eating. So that's how I work this part of the program. The blue dots are important. I think they're really good to earn, but I'm not going to go eat if I don't need the food. And so, I'm recording this late at night, getting ready to go crawl in for the night, but I'm going to take the points with me. So no blue dot today, 30 for 34. But here's what I think is really cool, and here's what we call the non-scale victory, and what makes me really excited. If you saw on Connect, I posted a photo. Obviously, I'm still active duty in the military, and we had the Girl Scout cookie drop was today. So Girl Scouts of Central Indiana, shout out to you. You guys did phenomenal work. You sold 95,000 boxes of Girl Scout cookies that were donated strictly to the military in Central Indiana. Very cool. But to see those boxes in the hangar was a little bit intimidating. So I had to go over there as part of the day today and help deliver some of the cookies and pack them up, and I didn't have a single one. So in years past, Girl Scout cookies are my weakness. We would order a bunch of them, and they would be in the house from the time up until you couldn't get them anymore. We would probably reorder many times, and didn't do that this year. And what I think is really cool is, so here we are today, and I had the points, and if I wanted them, I certainly could have had them, but I didn't actually want them. And so that's where the mindset is different for me. It's I absolutely know I have the points. I still have most of my weeklies at this point. The week's almost over. I still have plenty of weeklies. Still have 4 dailies. So there's, without a doubt, not only can I have them, but I can have them and stay perfectly on plan. I could even earn a blue dot by going to have cookies. I don't want them. And the reason is, and it's not even a want, I guess they're okay. I'm in a place right now where I'm making a choice to say, I don't want that food. I'd rather have, and I had a 0-point snack for dinner. I had dill pickles. To me, it's a better taste, and it was a little better craving. But if I truly wanted them, I can have them. And here's why I didn't want them. And here's one of the things that I am appreciative of now that I'm walking this journey differently is, for me, generally what happens is the days that I get off track, it starts with reinviting some sugar back into the diet. And so, diet being your plate that you eat, not actual diet in the term of trying to lose weight, because we know Weight Watchers is a lifestyle, not a diet, but in your actual diet of what you're eating, once I've eliminated the sugar, when I bring it back in, it reignites those cravings. And so not only do I just don't physically want them, but I also know that if I do have them, it just becomes a little harder to resist more of them. So sure, I could have 2 or 3 cookies. That's great. But what, can I stop at 2 or 3? I don't know. So rather than even having that conversation, I just know that, I'm good. I'll be fine, and I'm just not going to have them. So, but real appreciative of the Girl Scouts for bringing them in. We'll get them shipped out. There's plenty of guys overseas right now that are earning way more than 5,800 steps during the day. So a couple cookies here and there is certainly not going to impact their day. So we'll make sure we get them out. But I thought that was really cool, being in that room and seeing 95,000 boxes of Girl Scout cookies and having the willpower to say, no, I'm good. You know, they even opened them while we were standing there and they were handing them out. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And so knowing that I can make that choice is where the power was. So very, very cool on that. So hey, if you go to fatdag.com, click on podcast or click on contact me, you can go ahead and write in and send me an email and ask whatever questions you want. I'll answer them how I would answer them. How I follow the plan is we know there's more than one way to be successful, so there is no right answer to any single question you write in, but sometimes it's neat to get a different perspective so that you can see how someone else is working the plan and then modify your plan based on something that you want to try that someone else is doing or whatever. So whatever questions you send in, I'll certainly go ahead and give you, what I think I would do in that scenario. So be glad to do that for you. And if you want to reach out on Connect, use the hashtag Wise Advice on Connect, because other than that, I'm really not going to pull information out of Connect. I said before, I think that's a private, safe community. But if you specifically say, hey, I want to talk about this, then I will. But you got to be pretty clear about it, because I'm going to be pretty honest about it. And so here's one that comes from Connect, is I stamp for fun, I_stamp for fun, writes down and says, Transformation Tuesday, 20 pounds down. I'd like to celebrate my 20-pound loss with you, Connect and Fat Dag. So thanks for sharing on the show. So I stamp for fun. How cool is that? And so what I'm really happy to see is 20 pounds is phenomenal. You have before photos and after photos, and man, it looks fantastic. It looks like more than 20 pounds. It looks like you've done even more than that. So it's important for us all to know a couple different things. As one of them is, I highly encourage you, if you're listening right now, which obviously you are, but if you're listening right now, pause your phone, pause it, right? Stop listening, go pull your phone out, put the self timer on, turn it around, take a photo or two. Go upstairs, find a mirror, go to your bedroom, find a mirror, and take a photo. You don't have to share it with anybody. You don't have to do anything with it other than save it. Your mirror cannot show you a 10, 15-pound loss. It's very difficult to see that with your own eyes in your own mirror. So a photo gives you the ability to see it. So a 20-pound loss in a photo, side-by-side photo, is very drastic. In the mirror, it's a little more difficult to see because it's a little more gradual. So if you did or didn't, go pause the phone, go take a photo right now, come back, and because that's important to get those photos. Again, you don't have to share them with anybody. You just got to be able to, and you're going to want them. When you reach your goal, you're going to want these photos. So I highly encourage you to go get some photos, and just like I Stamp for Fun did, and the photos look great. 20 pounds down. It's a great Transformation Tuesday post. So very cool to see that. So thanks for tagging me there. And man, I'm proud of you. 20 pounds. That is focus and discipline and dedication. It doesn't happen by accident. And I can tell by your words that you are excited and living a whole different journey now. And so keep up the great work. Keep up the focus. It's really important to your journey to continue taking photos and looking back and continue reaching into that why. Why did you join, and why do you want to keep going forward? Because that'll keep you going for a much longer time. So that's super cool. So yeah, so if you got something you want to talk about, let me know. We'll discuss it. I want to touch on one other post and then we'll let you go. But tonight we had dance lessons. My wife and I are taking dance lessons, and I've never ever wanted to do that. At our wedding 20 some years ago, we done other than the obligatory dance of bride and groom dance. I didn't dance, and so for most of our lives we have not danced. And as my weight continued to creep up, I didn't want to dance, and I didn't want to, because when you're dancing on the dance floor, I have this feeling that everyone's watching me dance, and when you're a big guy in the dance room, you just don't want to be there. So for 20 some years we have not danced, and so now that I'm at my goal weight and just feeling a lot better than I ever have, it's so much fun. And I mean, I highly encourage. I get that it's different for everybody, but I highly encourage you, if that's something that you're even remotely considering, don't wait. Go knock it out. It's just an absolute blast. So Shout out to the dance studio there. Those guys are just doing some great work, teaching us some cool moves, and maybe sometime we'll do a Facebook Live from the dance studio. Why not, right? We'll just see if that's something kind of fun. But the whole purpose of all that is I'm recognizing things that I wouldn't do before, or I couldn't do before, or mentally didn't want to do before. And all of this takes place because I had the courage to just keep going. There were many days that I didn't want to track. There were many days that I didn't want to hop on the scale. There's many days I didn't want to own it. You know, every single one of us are going to slip up on this plan. It's dang near impossible to be completely perfect on the plan, if not completely impossible. So every single one of us is going to slip up. Many of us are going to slip up more than once, and what truly keeps us going is focused on why we're doing this. Your why doesn't go away until you solve it. So take the photos, write yourself a letter as to why, and read it often so that you know why you're focused on doing this, and it keeps your head in the game. And then every time you have an opportunity to make a decision about whether you want to overindulge or track or not track, bounce that up against your why. You know, and there will be times where your why is going to win. There will be times when your why doesn't win. And you want your why to win more often than not, and that will bring you to success. So happy to walk this journey with you. I reach out to you as my wingman. I'm so honored, so glad that we were able to connect like this. I get tons of emails and comments that many of you are really enjoying the podcast, and I'm super excited for that. Again, had no expectation that this would take off to the way it has. I'm really enjoying it. I'm learning a lot about technology that I had no idea. And we're just going to put it out there and see where it goes. So thanks for being here. Remember, if you've got questions, comments, celebrations, let's get them out here. You know, celebrate you. You're worth it. The world needs to know how wonderful you're doing on this program. So send those in, fatdag.com, click on podcast, and let's get them in. So that's going to do it for this time. Remember now, losing weight, getting healthy has absolutely nothing to do with luck. You got to remain disciplined. You got to remain focused. Set your sights on those goals and go after it. I wish you good focus.